All right. So we're live on me. So the camera's on me, audio's on me. That way people can blow their nose and sneeze their little hearts out. So I'll just go through the quick announcements here. Make sure the tunes ain't too loud. Welcome back, Generation Hero, Battle for Bronze. We will get to the show pretty quick here. But I want to go through a few pretty cool announcements. Some of them are available to viewers, and some of them are available to viewers that are local. So please pay attention. So first announcement, we do have new t-shirts available on our Amazon. So if you want to check them out, they are designed by Eli Bierd, who's a comic book artist for Actionland and Alien 101. He's from Scattered Comics, so he graced us with some artwork that we can put onto a shirt. So it is on our Amazon. It'll scroll through, or if you want to just do, I think it's exclamation point t-shirts, it'll pull up the little link to the site. But you'll see that through there. Really cool artwork that he does. So check it out. Local events. We do have some local events coming up here. We are based basically in like the Natoma, Sacramento greater area kind of over here. So if you are in the area, we do have some things coming up. Starting June 1st, Time to Tabletop is going to be part of First Fridays here at North Natomas Regional Park. It's something that one of the councilwomen here, Angelique Ashby, does, and we've been invited to go ahead and bring some games and hang out with them. So it'll be the first Friday of every month for the next 4 months. And we'll just have games there to play. And I know they have a beer garden, they have food trucks, they have local vendors, all that kind of good stuff. So we'll have a little tent there with some games for the next 4 months. Also, our next local brewery event is coming up on June 16th. We are going back to YOLO Brewing. They asked us to come back, so we're like, yeah. So we're going to be there. So make sure and check that out. This is all on our schedule. If you go to timetotabletop.com and you'll see our event schedule, it's all on there. So please join us if you're in the greater Sacramento area. It's summertime, time for some board games, some beer, hang out outside, do some silly stuff. So our sponsors, as always for tonight, we have Arc Knight, who makes the flat plastic minis and a lot of stuff for 5th edition. I love these. These are kind of my thing. These spell clear radiuses. They always help me out because math is hard. So we try and get around it. So check them out, arcknight.com. They have a Squarespace. They do a lot of stuff. Flat plastic minis. They're also in the, what's it called? Monthly dungeon or dungeon in a box. If you get the dungeon in a box subscription, Arc Knight stuff is in it, which is pretty cool. So that's our sponsor there. We will give away some stuff if we reach our next landmark, which I think is at 225. And then we'll go ahead and give them away to one of our viewers. It's a digital download package. It's pretty cool. Ambient Realms, who does a lot of the background music. Their equipment we're definitely using. That's a little ditty that is not something they wrote, but they do some pretty cool stuff like Magic Missile. Let's see if I can get some volume turned up on here. Well, that is a Magic Missile. Those are some of my favorites. Things that fall, kick. Yeah, good sound effects. And they have ambient sounds. That's what they're called, Ambient Realms. Let me go ahead and do this. All right. So now we're getting to see some faces out there, and I will make sure their mic is high.
To them. So hello and welcome to Generation Hero, the epic superhero saga that takes you through the entirety of comic book history, one issue at a time. Like we mentioned, this is issue/episode 4 in our Bronze Age arc, entitled Battle for the Bronze. This issue is called Crooks. And there is one more, and that next one is the climax of the Bronze Age. So, before we get going, because we left our heroes in a precarious position, Let's go around and meet those heroes, as well as a special new guest star we're having for this episode. Let's start over here with Marvin. So tell me what your name is, remind everybody who your hero is, what their powers are, and kind of what's happening to them as our story nears its conclusion.
So, hi, I'm Marvin, and I'm playing Brave Blade, a reformed hero who used to be the villain, the Secret King. His sword has the power of fear manipulation, which he found in the lake, and it's also pretty damn evil. And right now, he's kind of reeling from the fact that he and his friends are now a group of criminals, according to the U.S. government.
Absolutely. Enemies of the state, wanted by the president himself.
Freaking Nixon.
I know. Next up is Kat.
Hi, I'm Kat. My character is named Strangel. She talks like this because all hope from her life is gone, because she is doomed. Basically, she's trying to prevent the end of the world. Or maybe at this point she's trying to start the end of the world. She doesn't really know anymore. At any rate, she has nearly infinite powers provided she's willing to pay for them. She's also a werewolf. Whoops.
Hey, what's that? What do those bumper stickers say? Shit happens.
Right. Oh, but he's nerfed.
That's right. And then our special guest star, Dallas.
Hi, my name is Dallas. I'm going to be playing Mikhail Ivanovich Bondarenko, also known as Nichigo. I really have nothing that I come from, a very poor family. All I have left is my sister. We were able to get out of Soviet Russia and get to the States. So we really have just the clothes on our backs, which I was able to convince a nice mannequin for this outfit.
Oh, very cool.
It looks good. You're very stylish.
Absolutely. After that, we have Nick.
Hi, I'm Nick, in case you didn't know that. I'm once again playing Tai Kong Jia, aka Furious Blade, the Bull playlist.
I thought it was Furious Tiger.
Oh, it's Furious Tiger too.
What did I say?
You said Furious Blade.
Changed his name.
I did.
I know, you guys we're getting our heroes mixed up.
Get a blade,
They're such good friends.
Woo! Strange
Okay.
Blade, Furious Wolf, Strange.
I'm the only
The
blade
Chief
around here.
of
Sorry about
Sig-
that. Anyways.
Venus, yeah, he's actually
Today.
Venus now.
Yeah, no,
We fixed that.
Anyway,
changed our names. You went
my
to
apologies.
Cygnus.
Sorry, Tai Kong Jia, Furious Tiger.
You're both Cygnus for a time.
Oh, I think it's because he's actually borrowing the blade that I actually own in real
Ah,
life.
that makes
So-
sense. little behind the scenes for you.
One of the many blades that I own. Anyways, yeah.
Hope NSA isn't listening.
They're blunted. Most of them. Yeah. Anyways, yeah, Bull playlist, martial arts, strong, tough. I'm trying to be a peaceful kind of a person. Doesn't really work very often.
Yeah, it's a challenge in this group, I gotta say.
Yeah. Recently, he was found by his former division, I guess, who created him, called the Ghost Division. So we'll see what happens with that.
Oh, that's right. And Conrad Savage, who was sort of your friend, your ally in the Vietnam War before you went off on your own. He's a Batut-Tut, is still with you when we're going to enter. After that, we have Venus.
Hi, I'm Lucy. I'm playing Venus. She has the power of love and pheromones. Generally, she doesn't really do any hand-to-hand combat, but she has a little device that amplifies her pheromones, so she gets to manipulate / control more people. I guess last time she was tripping, and it was not a great trip. She saw her mom, who turned into this giant plant monster, and she fell down the rabbit hole, and now she has some trauma that she's reliving. Also, she has the demon's eye in her possession as well.
For sure. And then finally, we have Michael.
Hi, I'm Michael. I'm playing Cygnus, which is Strangel's brother, which I call Star. But anyway, we have similar power types. I have a couple extra, even though technically she can access those at any time. And unlike my sister, I don't have any qualms about violence, which I was telling her to embrace last time if you were here. So,
Because I was a werewolf.
yes.
And embrace them she did.
Yes.
Not because I wanted to.
While I was in the middle of
With
fighting
a somewhat
I know, the value of peace.
Savage about the fighting piece.
violence with a cheerful disposition.
Didn't the dude get his hands cut off last game?
Yeah, there was a lot of behanding.
Hands cut off, jaws ripped
No,
off.
that was,
was,
ice.
That was the icy guy.
Whiz.
Oh yeah, I did that.
That was your doing.
Sword's doing.
You were cutting
So-
off hands, I was ripping off jaws.
We are going to pick up.
I mean, what's a few hands?
Yeah, what's true. We're going to pick up right after that hand shopping good time. When you guys are around the destroyed car that could have been your getaway vehicle. And
I destroyed the car.
that's true.
I was mad that they kept calling me an American when I'm not an American.
I know the feeling. Looking like this now, I like the clothes, but it's true. Don't blend in so well yet.
My clothes can look like anything they want to, but they usually look like this.
Nothing wrong with that.
I
Well,
guess not. It's
all
not
three
very
of you,
cheery.
or all, not 5 of you now actually. The Chivo has not quite joined the team just yet, but he'll appear very soon. Have been framed for masterminding the attack on the wedding of Professor Diesel and Skydancer, stealing the Demon's Eye from the Society of Sentinels headquarters, and good job, and causing a citywide power outage that has ruined so much. This horrible blackout. President Nixon himself. Oh, sorry.
I don't know why they think I would steal the demon eye. It just calls my house.
Good point. And you found out somebody else in the city was using the Demon's Eye to contact Paragon, but it wasn't Jabberwocky, the strange gang cult leader who was the one who actually took it. Somebody else was using the Demon's Eye so to bounce the message off and make some kind of a deal with Paragon. But right now, you gotta get out of here because they know you're in Butchertown. The police are gonna start coming the area through you. So, what's your first step?
So, I had just snapped my fingers to activate the teleportal back to my sanctuary.
Okay.
Which I guess people can resist going if they want to, but I wasn't really giving anybody the option either.
Sure. Is anybody gonna try and stay in Butchertown with the police closing in?
Not really, no.
Yeah, probably the best idea.
I guess we don't really have time to react because she just snaps her fingers, right?
That is true.
What do you say, buddy? Good idea to go?
Go with her. Swords into it.
My sword's into a lot of things.
Oh,
He's kind of a freak.
Oh, for sure. Kat, what about Comrade Savage, the Batut-Tut? Is he going with you?
If he's like approaching the group as the portal opens, he probably gets sucked in as well as Comrade Savage would have gotten pulled in too.
Okay. So he follows you in, and then you appear in, how do you describe your sanctuary, just in case?
It is.
It's been a few
It's
been
like
episodes.
the tower of a castle floating in space, or to be more exact, the space between the stars. It's constructed of dark matter, and it is filled with servants of the various planets that either Paragon has conquered or plans to shortly conquer. Because Cygnus and Strangel both feed off the life essences of sentient beings. But we don't do it to the point that they die. So that's how we eat. And what the servants eat, I have no idea.
Well, they're weird,
Yeah.
like, soulless leftovers.
Yeah, and we also have a butler named El Hazred, who basically looks like Cthulhu wearing a tuxedo, or a butler's uniform.
And that very butler was waiting for you when you arrived.
Yeah.
And he says, Madame Strangel, we have a guest.
Cygnus is also here.
Oh, Master Cygnus. Very good to see you, sir.
Same.
Everybody, before we go any further, I know that we've been through a lot of stuff recently, and now we're wanted fugitives, but we should all remember to look.
No sense whatsoever, because I'm pretty sure while the eye was being stolen, me and Brave Blade were trying to help everyone.
We even
Yes.
killed a bunch of robots.
It also doesn't
Yeah.
make any sense because I have no reason to steal a device that communicates with my dad when I can communicate with him anytime I feel like it.
Good point.
But my main thing is, everything's gonna be okay. we're all gonna get through it together due to friendship and love. And I'm gonna try to comfort and support the whole group.
Whoa! All right, so roll. Let's see how that goes.
That's actually a 7.
Nice.
I thought I would fail, but I did.
So, because of that, they can either mark potential or clear a condition.
Mark potential.
Chivo, you do not quite hear this because you're in the next room.
Yeah.
But I do have an important question. Why are you so furious?
Honestly, it was sort of a name that was given to me by the monks, because when I first got there, I had some anger issues. So,
Comrade Savage
One of
says,
those types. I get it.
"My friend, you should have seen him on the battlefield. And then you know why they call him Furious."
Oh.
yeah.
I just thought he was a furious type.
I found that whenever I'm furious, the carpenters really calm me down. At any rate, let's go see our guest.
I mean, Brave Blade makes sense.
Wait, am I supposed to see the guest by myself, or can I bring my friends?
It perhaps would be best if you brought everyone. He has a message for all of you, and I'm not entirely sure how he came to be within the residence. He simply appeared. I believe it is the work of a sorcerer of great power who brought him here.
Hazard, as the stars align and the end of the human race grows nearer and nearer, more and more people shall appear within the castle.
Perhaps, but he is not to appear to be a guest of any of you, or victim, if that is the word you prefer. Right this way, if you
But
please.
that begs the question, was he allowed in, or is our security simply failing?
I am afraid it is the latter. The sanctum should be impermeable, and yet he has appeared. As I said, it is the work of a wizard of great power indeed.
Well, let us visit this person.
That's true. And with that, he brings you into the parlor where Nichivo, you are. Did I say that right?
You're getting close.
All right. Oh, you corrected me. I'll get it. Nichivo is hanging out. So what does your guy look like? Just kind of you sort of with this cool
Yeah,
these flashy threads you're
I don't
sporting
have,
right
I don't
now.
have like a tie to really being like a true hero yet. I am trying to do something that I believe my sister and mother would approve, and the opposite of what my father, grandfather, uncles, and all those other drunkards would. So I just dress as I find things.
Okay.
If I find someone who has a better outfit than me, I try to see if we'll trade.
Makes sense. And some very stylishly dressed heroes walk in.
So I really just look as I am. But maybe, I don't know if you want to change anything else, but I think I'm comfortable like this.
Sure. So, Nichivo, you are working for the Hegemony of Horrors. This is an organization of vampires, werewolves, things that go bump in the night, all gathered together, supposedly for world domination, under your boss, the Crimson Empress. In life, she was called Elizabeth Bathory. A knight by her side once wielded that sword, and she is a vampire and sorceress of enormous power. She's the one who sent you here. And she has given you a kind of living parchment that will read out a message to everybody here. So why are you working for the Crimson Empress? What does she have on you? What is she offering? I mean, she is, as a lot of vampires are, she's fabulously wealthy.
Is this to the group, or is this just as like a...
You can share it with them if you want to, or play your cards closer to the vest.
You don't need to tell us everything about you. If you want to share with Michael, we can.
Sure.
I think effectively
Oh, yeah.
not metagame it.
Yeah, I think so.
No, I was kind of found on the streets, basically, because, like I said, we arrived from Soviet Russia with nothing. And so, being in the night, searching around, looking for places, we were sort of came upon by some of her vampire minions. And then me being not pretentious, but also with the ability to like manipulate emotions and negate other things, I was able to just sort of convince them that we're just in need of help, and we're in the same boat. We're unwanted by society, thrown out, cast out, and seen as trash, literally, from my home.
Makes
so
sense,
I
yeah.
felt a bond with those creatures, because from my stories that I know of, it's the same.
Sure.
So therefore, I would say that because I didn't have anything that was overzealous or wasn't trying to be anything I wasn't, the Empress took me as a trusted person.
Makes sense. So, Alhorezit says, Mr. Nichivo, and introduces you.
Привет. Hello. Sorry.
My character responds to you in fluent Russian. Why are you in my house? You hear that as English, you hear that as English, you hear that as English, you hear that as Vietnamese.
Oh, whoa.
Yeah, pretty much.
She cast tongues on herself.
That's
That's
what I would
D&D
just hear
joke.
as the toad of our people.
Basically, I'm pretty sure my character knows Russian anyways because of who we
Yeah.
learned under. So
Makes sense, yeah.
So, first off, thank you for allowing me to be in your wonderful home next to gulags. Look like a joke.
The gulags were not a joke. Several people have died in them.
Yes, I know. Obviously, bad joke. So, let me continue by saying I appreciate the welcome.
Yes, I don't know what humans here eat, but if you ask one of the servants, they can probably get something for you if you are hungry. But still, why are you here?
I appreciate it, thank you. But the Crimson Empress perhaps could answer that best with a gift.
A gift from the Empress. That's an interesting thing.
Well, you might not get any more than this, so I will try to enjoy it. She is very cruel, yet kind, if you don't ask her cruelty.
Venus, would you like to tell him what we did the last time we saw the Crimson
Yeah, they
Empress?
gotta test your relationship. Venus, you could
Oh, well,
share
I
what
mean,
happened.
as he was talking, I want to kind of use my pheromones.
Alright.
Since he's distracted, as he's like talking. So I want to.
Yeah, give me unleash your powers. What are you trying to make him do with the...
I'm just it's mostly preventative at this point. So now I just want to make sure that he doesn't harm me unless you think I have enough power to say everyone else. So, I don't know.
Alright, well, let's roll and see how well you do there.
That is an 11.
Nice.
With that one, yeah, he's not gonna... Maybe he could if he put a will to it, but... You're feeling these people not your enemies.
At least not yet.
Not yet, yeah.
Before I approach him, I'm going to attempt to pierce the mask because I don't want to just walk up to somebody saying they have gifts from the Crimson Empress.
Sure.
Because she did
Is it
try
not
to
nice
kill
to
us.
bring gift when you
Well-
arrive at someone's home?
Why don't
did
you
try
guys,
to
you can
kill
explain,
us.
yeah, what happens.
we
Yeah.
have a testy relationship with her.
I got a 7, so what do you intend to do?
I intend to help the Empress because she has helped me. But first, I have the gift.
Yeah, he just wants to give the gift. No malice intended.
Alright,
Alright.
I'll accept it.
Yeah.
Alright.
Give us the gift.
So
Let's see
this
how good.
gift is a sort of parchment, and as you open it up, there's like animated ink, and it's like a very old-fashioned medieval engraving, and it shows Elizabeth Bathory as she looked back in the day, and it is talking, and it says, "You heroes," and I do use the word rather loosely.
Hey, I'm trying. I don't know about the rest of it.
It just keeps on going. It's like almost like it's kind of pre-recorded.
Just don't worry about it.
You heroes
Talking picture.
have entered a web without really knowing quite how to spin the thread that makes it. You are all flies and you've landed very close to a spider. But do not despair. The Crimson Empress has magnanimously extended her hand.
Oh, I thought you were going to say, is here.
Oh, no. She's not really here. I have
no,
sent
I
my...
meant like as in a rhyme. 'cause
Oh,
you were gonna...
yeah. No, it's not rhyming. Hey, viewers, if you want to write a rhyming version of this, please go ahead. I'm not... I can't rhyme off the dome like that. It says, there is a town near Sentinel City by the charming name of Mule's Ears. In that town there is a diner called the Mule Shoe Diner. I will meet you there. You can trust this boy. He may be a Slav peasant, but he's good at what he does. He will guide you there. Or you can find a way to get there yourselves. But be wary. Your former friends have turned against you. Now you must look for new friends in the shadows. And with that, the parchment turns to ash.
Whoa, you cannot give me a thing like that back home.
So how are you going to make your way to...
You must be from a boring place. I feel bad for you.
Just boring and
Right on, so we can
expensive.
kill this spider.
So how are you going to make your way to Mule's Ears?
But she says all her friends have turned against us. Does that mean the entire SOS?
Pretty much. I mean, the fact that even Nixon believes that we're enemies of the state, I'm pretty sure the SOS is going to be looking for us for answers, at least.
Listen, your
As
pieces-
far as I'm concerned, all of my friends are here in this room with me.
And any friend of hers is a friend of mine.
Oh, friendship.
You've known each other for a long time, yes?
Oh, I just met everyone here,
You go drinking.
except for
Not so much.
Yes, we are
good,
twins.
good, I approve.
I mean,
One of
we're
us
working on
shall.
it.
One of us shall attempt to destroy your pathetic world, and the other one of us will attempt to save your pathetic world.
Just save me Hawaii, okay? Right.
What is a Hawaii?
I've never been there, but it looks paradise.
I believe it's the Sedva Islands off the coast of California.
California. I hear it never rains in Southern California.
Don't I know it?
Savage says, you're not a very good follower of Marx and Engels and Lenin, despite your heritage.
He does not seem like the type.
I should think not.
Just because someone is listened to and leads doesn't mean they're knowing what they're doing.
Well, I could perhaps agree with that. Anyhow, are you going to take her up on her offer? I think right now it might be the best offer we're going to get.
Who's in?
For the time being, I believe we can sort of tentatively see what she wants at least.
I'm certainly not scared of spiders. In terms of cosmic power, if she's a spider, then I am an elephant.
Good point.
Venus just wants to get out so she doesn't need to, like, portal again after this.
And the friends that turn against us are not these friends.
No.
Not that I know of.
I'm pretty sure she meant the SOS and America in general.
I don't want to
They
find
are
out.
important.
I highly doubt that the wielder of Damocles is going to betray the cause, even if he doesn't yet know what the cause is.
I just want to know, what is her relationship with my sword?
Well, you know a little bit. I mean, you did some research earlier. You learned that it was once wielded by one of her champions, a Death Knight who served her. So,
Is he the sword? Or is the sword just its own thing?
are you going to ask the sword that?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
I'll
so-
pierce the mask on my own sword.
On your own sword. All right, let's roll and see how you do.
7.
Oh, all right. One question. While he's working on that, how are you guys getting to Mule's Ears?
Teleport.
All right. Simple enough.
I mean, we can teleport from this place all we feel like, so.
Oh, good point. Yeah, that one of the Sanctum powers.
That works.
So what are you really planning, Damocles? By the way, for the viewers, that's what I named my sword.
Oh, makes sense. The Sword of Damocles, now named Damocles itself, perhaps. Well, like that sword dangling above the head of a king via thread, what it wants is carnage. It wants bloodshed. It wants war. It's gone down through the ages, seen all sorts of war and conflict, and it wants more. The sword has not gotten its fill, and perhaps never can. So whoever can do that, whoever can like kill and fight, it's going to be happy as long as it can do that. And if it's not doing that, it's not happy.
Before we go, I do want to warn everybody. The mission of either my brother or myself is to summon Paragon back to your world. it's more likely to happen the longer that we are on your plane of existence.
A grim warning.
Well, how about a short vacation and then back home?
All right, so you pop through the portal. No time for vacations just yet. And you appear in the Mule Shoe Diner in this little town called Mule's Ears. It's like any small Midwestern kind of farm town. Just a few buildings, couple blocks, a regular Smallville. The diner is your average coffee, milkshakes, burgers kind of establishment, just overlooking Main Street. So are you hiding your appearance? Because remember, you are wanted fugitives. Or are you just walking in there?
I have sunglasses on.
Yeah, well, actually, you're not on the...
As far as I know, I'm not wanted.
Yeah, it's really just these
I don't
four.
even know who I am.
But you are, you are associates. But yeah, so you pop on some sunglasses. Are any of the rest of you hiding your appearance?
I am going to physically alter my own appearance using body transmutation.
Yeah, let's see what happens. Why don't you unleash your powers and see how well it goes?
I'm gonna try.
That is a 7.
Okay. You look slightly different. You're like one police sketch away from what Strange Lives looks
I
like.
also changed my outfit.
That's probably a good idea.
I am going to, I guess, seduce one of the waitresses or waiters to give me one of their outfits.
Sure, the uniforms?
Yes, uniforms. That's what they're called.
All right, why don't you unleash your powers for this one?
That's a 13.
Nice.
Whoa, all right.
By the way,
Like two waiters are like, here, take it. Just disrobing in public, giving you their clothes.
my outfit also only mildly changes, so I'm wearing a pink cape now.
Perfect.
That is very strange and kind of disturbing to see you in pink.
But I have blonde hair now too, so it works.
True, color-coded. Brave Blade, you trying to change, or Furious Tiger?
I'm just gonna sit down and let my sword do its work. Everyone so afraid they won't say anything.
Whoa. All right, you got that going. Furious Tiger, maybe you don't. Yeah, you can roll unleash your powers to see how well it does.
That is a 11.
All right, they're pretty scared. Nobody's giving you too much of a look. Furious Tiger, I don't think you can do anything because everyone else is so well disguised, but yeah.
I'll probably just not have the jacket.
Sure, he just takes off his jacket. Totally different guy.
Is there a tiger symbol on your shirt like that?
Possibly.
I would say so. You gotta have the,
Would
gotta
you
have the
like a
brand.
mask?
And he will just take off his hood and his beanie because it's warmer than it was before.
Yeah, it's kind of a sunny area.
If you want.
Are we here to meet someone?
You are. You were here to meet the Crimson Empress herself, and she's there.
She's there already.
That's right. She got there ahead of you a little bit for this meeting. She's the end.
Well, it's okay. I failed to make you a mask anyway. So just turn
all right.
spoon.
She's at this big booth in the back,
Okay.
wearing her sort of pillbox hat with the veil, hiding her features, a big umbrella folded up by her side. So far as you can see, she's got no backup there with her. But she sort of, as you enter, she waves a red gloved hand and beckons you all closer.
Hey.
I'll approach her.
She says, Nichivo, for a peasant, you did very well.
Oh, thank you.
You could perhaps become a useful servant in the hegemony.
How
Tell
about, I just offer service. A servant sounds a little uptight.
Perhaps, but in return I can grant you immortality.
Immortality's overrated, Spider. Why did you bring us here?
It's the Empress, you can call me.
No, you labeled yourself as a spider on your scroll, so...
It was a metaphor.
Hey, what?
You wouldn't understand.
Then why? Use it.
Perhaps for the benefit of your more literate friends. Something else you don't understand is apparently how the world works, because how is the phrase, you've all been played for suckers?
Yeah.
I
so
think
it seems.
Damn it.
I think from the beginning, you were some knock-em stiff heroes, small-time heroes in your slum. From the start, they picked you as patsies. Brought you in, framed you for robbing the SOS for this blackout, trying to frame you for what comes next. And right now, one individual at least knows the truth. The Crocodile Man, Amara Kamen.
What of him?
He's the one who recruited you, isn't he?
I no idea.
Yes.
Literal crocodile guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Literally.
I was asked to join after I followed my snack into a diner.
But who recruited you into the SOS? It was this Amara Kamen, was it not?
We sort of got together by chance. I was sort of, I guess, the more experienced SOS member, followed by Braveblade.
As far as I know, I am not an official member of your group.
That is very true.
I only joined recently. Got recruited by Cloud Singer.
But he saw you all in Butchertown.
At the fighting arena.
Yes, the
Where
fighting
I
arena.
killed all of your servants.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Did you
The
see
light,
that?
yes.
Brother, did you see that?
Yes, yes.
I was very proud of that. I killed many a maggot that day.
No, she just like grabs the cup and like she throws it at you.
I will defend.
All right, why don't you roll to? Or well, actually, you can decide. You want to defend?
I
you want to
defended
defend?
myself just
I
fine.
was actually going to see
Because
if I
my,
could
catch it? Yeah.
my savior is a 10.
Oh, all right. So how do you
So
stop the cup?
Just basically, I raise my hand like that. A black energy consumes the cup and then shatters it, and then throws this shattered, jagged bits of cup back at her. And I guess I'll roll a direct attack.
Well, I mean,
I do, by the way.
Just like that. She killed your guys just like that.
ooh.
You still don't understand the difference in our position, little one. I am a god. You should learn that before your doom arrives.
She says, "I think I understand your position very well. You are a puppet that thinks it is a god. The problem is, a god is the one pulling your strings. And now those strings are soon to be cut. But I can offer you something better. Paragon Cygnus. A hegemony of horrors."
Just call me Paragon Cygnus.
No,
I
sorry.
suppose in a way,
What?
Yeah, Strangel Cygnus.
in a way, I am Paragon Strangel and you are Paragon Cygnus.
But what if you could be free of this? What if I could find some way to free you from your debt, or not your debt, your relationship to your father? It's possible. I am a sorceress of untapped power.
I doubt you have the power that would surpass a god.
Well, a mortal whose superpower is that he punches good should perhaps hold his tongue. You two could be free.
Change fate.
I can. And I see that your father, who I once worshipped, has turned against me as well.
Do not feel bad about it, little spider. He will turn against all before the end times come.
That is what I have learned. I originally, the hegemony thought we could summon him. We could wield his power, use it to claim this world for our own. He is not controllable.
So wait, it's your fault he's coming?
In a fashion.
Are you serious, woman?
It is not, no.
Our existence brings
Are you
his
the one that
to me.
arranged what happened to my mother?
No, that was not the hegemony. Once we discovered that...
Because I will kill that person.
No, that was not us. Once we discovered what Paragon will do, we turned against him. Jabberwocky, Amara Kamen, this unseen other force behind them, manipulating them, that is our enemy. That's why I now propose an alliance. The hegemony of horrors will give you aid to figure out this mystery and stop Paragon. And you, Braveblade, the sword that you wield served me once. If you come to the hegemony again, it could serve me and grant you untold power. You've been a king. How would you like to be a god?
No one can.
It is fun.
Godhood cannot.
It is fun.
Venus wants to be immortal.
I mean,
Yeah,
We could
it
arrange
is a
that.
step. It is a step
Right?
from king.
All those who do not fight the conquest of Paragon the Arbiter shall join him in eternal bliss and salvation as the world is turned to love.
Do what?
Yeah, I'm down for the hegemony.
I'm sorry, did I say something?
Oh, cool. The Crimson Emperor says,
Did I say something?
Something about the 60s, I think.
And love.
Something about your father bringing love for some god awful reason?
Love.
well, if you work with the hegemony, we can stop your father and save this planet. Venus, you know what I'm speaking of. You want that kind of power the hegemony can offer. In fact, to prove it, I'm going to give you 2 gifts.
2 gifts.
First, I think you know what this, or you don't know what this is, but you know who it belongs to. And she takes a old, decaying, dead heart out of her coat and plops it right there on the table. This belonged to Jackie Midnight.
So did this. Pulls out the jaw.
Oh, yes. He failed the hegemony. Before he realized the depths of Jabberwocky's betrayal, he asked for help, and I must admit, I like Jabberwocky, but he's turned against us too. He's working with Americ Kamen and this other force to bring about Paragon. He is no good. And as I said, and as you know, Jackie Midnight failed. So, this is his heart. His body lies elsewhere. If any of you want, there's lots of silverware here.
What's to say once we sort of agree that she won't turn against us?
Oh,
Perhaps I...
here's the mask on her.
Oh, yeah, go for it.
What is Pierce the Mask?
Monday.
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 That's
So
right.
7.
Okay.
Who
Okay.
else?
What are you really planning?
Okay. She does want power, but it's one of those situations where she lives on Earth and kind of likes Earth the way it is, and if Paragon rises, Earth is no more.
Self-preservation.
Yeah, so she's active. She's operating out of self-preservation.
I agree.
Are none of you going to take out this heart?
I'm thinking it'd be provoke, but I'll ask just to clarify. Because I want to make the caveat that I would work with her. But if she
Okay.
attacks Strangel again, I will end her.
All right. It doesn't really provoke. Provoke is when you want her to do something. But I mean, you could tell her that.
Because I don't know if that was a move or not.
Yeah, you can impress like that fact upon her.
But there we go.
All right. She says, "Understood," and don't worry. The hegemony serves its servants well. But if they fail us, and she picks up a fork, well, you can see for yourself what happens. And she stabs into the heart and wrenches it home. It turns to dust, and there's a big pile of dust on the table there, making a mess out of vampire pieces.
Farewell, Jackie Midnight.
We hardly
So-
knew ye.
Basically, this whole plan is something to do with Americ Kamen and somebody else pulling Americ Kamen strings. Is that correct?
Exactly. And to find out who that is, you need Americ Kamen. This is my second gift to you. I know where he is. The SOS, some of their hierarchy, have gone to what is called a Watcher Wing. A large flying wing, a giant airship. After the attack on SOS headquarters, Americ Kamen is relocated there. Go there, find him, find out the truth.
You wouldn't happen to have a way of getting up there.
Yes,
I do.
You're
my
kind of
wings.
wanted by everyone right now.
Well,
I
yes.
always do. Well,
you are superheroes.
She has quite a way, let me tell you that.
She says, you are superheroes. You can figure it out. But if you really do need assistance,
I don't. Thank you.
I'll take a
Understood.
ride. I'm not going through that portal.
very well.
Well, maybe if I opened it, you'd feel different. We are different wavelengths.
I'll try to comfort and support you about portals.
Yeah, talk to your friends
Remember-
about portals.
What happened?
Not
was-
even once.
What happened was due to Jabberwocky, not due to the portal.
Association.
I understand that. But if we had walked into that room, he would have done the exact same thing.
True.
The only person that the portals are a danger to is myself. I put a great deal of myself out there by creating them for your convenience. Please
Which is
trust
exactly
me.
one of the reasons why I would
They're
be
very
less
safe.
inclined to have you use them since they are detrimental to you.
Why don't you roll comfort and support with the portal? Yeah, it's not the most pleasant experience.
Comfort and support is mundane, right?
Okay.
Oh, I failed miserably.
All right, they don't want to use the portal.
Yeah, Venus is like, she's like, I know what I feel. Don't try to tell me about what I should think or believe.
Ooh. So she's not buying it. The Crimson Empress says,
I could carry you.
Through the portal.
No, we could just fly there. It's a thing in the air, right?
We could fly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Someone's gonna have to carry someone now.
I will carry both of you.
Yeah,
I have 2
I'm
arms.
pretty sure there's more than 2 of us who need to fly.
I will carry 3 of you.
while you guys are planning
Offense
this,
further, but we can telekinetically with all of them.
Well, that's no fun.
I'm sorry. I believe that he wants to touch you. Do you know what happens if you touch your hands?
No idea.
Let's step close, huh?
good, yeah.
That's
Keep the gloves on.
Go ahead, shake her hand.
Brave Blade, your sword is starting to shake a little bit.
What?
It says enemies are coming.
Enemies.
Draw me. I want to taste their blood.
Again? Really?
And the bell rings.
Going in.
And as you guys look up, you see 3 familiar figures entering this diner. The first of them is the Olympian, a very good-looking young Greek-American man. And he's wearing the full armor right now. He's got the whole hoplite armor, the shield. He's got Athena's spear kind of leaning on his shoulder. He's coming in. After him is a giant hulking fishman in royal regalia. It is Monarch Merman, one of the founding members, one of the greatest heroes of them all, the King of the Sea. And then after that is a also adult fellow wearing like sort of a slight Jimi Hendrix getup, but with a jetpack on and the helmet and 2 sound blasters worn on hip holsters. It is Cloudsinger.
Question: since I rolled a 13, how good is my disguise?
Oh, it's very good. They're not going to recognize you because you're
Okay.
like a waiter, so they like walk right by you.
Okay.
I mean, are you in the booth with everybody else though, or?
Well, as soon as like I heard, I kind of just walked back behind the
Sure.
serving
Yeah,
area.
they don't notice you.
All right. I want to prepare like this is morning time ish.
I would. Well, I mean, yeah, I would say you guys have worked with the Sanctum kind of overnight. So yeah.
Okay, so I want to prepare like 3 cups of coffee, and put some of my pheromone in there.
Ooh.
Like, oh, the heroes! Welcome to whatever diner this is.
All right. So you have the coffee.
Yes.
Monarch Merman says, "Thank you very much, but I'm afraid this isn't tea. Also, we have business that is greatly appreciated." Levian says, "Yeah, we're not really here for the food." So Cloud, what do you say? 'Cause they don't quite want to drink the coffee right away.
Oh, can I prepare something else? We hardly ever get we hardly ever get heroes in here.
Why don't you roll provoke?
Can I size them up?
Not friends?
Yeah.
Like assess?
No, friends.
Yeah, you can do I would say,
Friends.
Oh, friends.
I
assess
don't
the
know
situation or
anything
pierce the
about
mask. You want to
Provoke
focus
is
individual heroes?
superior?
Provoke is
I
superior.
believe they were at the wedding.
That is 14.
Ooh, okay. They take the coffee. Yeah, they all drink that coffee.
Nice.
Monarch Merman's like, well, since you asked, I will indeed take a sip. Dreadful. He puts it back.
Alright.
So they're making a beeline towards you, and the Olympian says,
Do they, are they like
Towards
falling
you,
asleep?
all of us, or one of
Because-
us?
well, it's the pheromones are to knock him out.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Oh, okay. All right. Give me unleash your power. See how well that went.
That is 11.
Ooh, okay. I'm gonna say the Olympian and Cloudsinger. Cloudsinger. Yes. My apologies, Marvin.
The dreadfalls of a sidekick. Always mistakes.
Mistaken for the greater hero. Yeah, they are, for the moment, knocked out. They start heading towards you. The Olympian starts opening his mouth to talk, and they collapse. However, Merman is drowsy. He's like, what's the... But he manages to stay on his feet. And he says, how dare you? You need to come with us immediately.
Merman, can we not do this right now?
I'm afraid now is precisely the time which we must do it.
So I got.
Is the Crimson Empress still there?
No. She turns into a bat and flies out the window.
Gets the hell out.
Gallus.
I got a 10 plus on the assess, so can I ask some questions?
Yes, for a 10 plus, you can ask 2.
And this
From
goes
that list
to
there.
you directly?
Yes.
So, alright, number one, how can we best end this quickly?
Ooh, I would say get out of there, like leave the diner, and find some way to stop these heroes from chasing you. 2 of them are currently knocked out, thanks to that coffee, but Monarch Merman's okay. And as you're looking, you can see he didn't come alone. His royal guard, the Sirens, who are female fish people, fish women would be the better term.
Brother.
Yes.
Coming in through the
We
side.
fight
Who here
them.
is most
These are
vulnerable to me?
enemies.
Yes.
Most vulnerable to you? Your powers are like power negation.
Yeah, and emotion.
Ooh, okay.
I'm not like a...
Um, who's most vulnerable to you is actually the backup they brought, who was waiting around trying to block the back door.
Okay.
His emotions are a little bit volatile, especially given the weapon that he wields. He's outside, kind of. He was ordered to like go around the back and secure that area. Monarch Merman, his powers are very much part of his body, so you can't negate them that well. And right now, he's heading straight towards you. I think Venus, he realizes that you poisoned him and his friends, so you're gonna take a powerful blow.
Okay.
As he shoots out a blast of
Can I
electricity.
defend her?
Yeah, it's gonna be roll defend for that one. How'd you do?
Mark potential.
May I,
I took a powerful
sorry.
blow.
May I
All right.
So,
It was a
May
6.
I also attempt to defend?
Only one.
Okay.
Okay, so you're taking the powerful blows. He hits you with the lightning. How? Nick,
Oh, well.
what messes you up? What do you think? As lightning
I
arcs
think I
across,
didn't foresee it because I thought that it would knock all 3 of them out.
for sure.
So
So
I guess I'm gonna mark 2 conditions.
Ooh, all right.
All right.
So that lightning, yeah, it blasts you back.
okay, so he just hit her,
Yeah,
and she's my favorite other than my brother.
good point.
Okay.
Is the strange wolf gonna come out?
Well, I haven't marked a condition yet, so I
Okay.
don't think I need to. However, I am going to
We can,
mark a doom track.
oh,
Brother, we have
Unless you want to.
heliokinesis right now.
unless you wanted to, say, perhaps use the fastball.
Honestly, she didn't even think about that
no
because
worries.
Venus just got hurt, and that makes her angry.
Yes, I was attacking without thinking as
Yes.
well. So.
So I am going to. We both now have heliokinesis for. I don't know how long it lasts when you check off a doom sign. It's kind of confusing that way. But I'm using the. Oh, one time. Okay, so I get to do this one time. So
it's sun control?
Yeah, basically, I hold out my hand like that, and a blast of pure sun comes out of me. Because if you remember, she's half human, but also half the energy of collapsing stars.
And half werewolf now as well. All
Yeah,
right.
okay, so she's a third human, a third collapsing star, and a
Man, my
third
math was a little...
Yeah.
It's 1.5.
At any rate, so her instant reaction is just angry, like her eyes glow with the power of the sun, and poof, just like
all right,
that,
give me
into
a-
the
My
fish fin.
shades are on.
Yeah, why don't you directly engage for this? Which I think was what you're going for.
Wow.
No?
I failed very badly.
wow.
Ooh.
And upon that, I shoulder that burden.
Oh,
How
nice.
does shouldering the burden work?
When you push yourself to do something that your other half failed at or can't, you mark a condition and use the adult move of wield your powers, as opposed to.
Yeah. By the way, I just filled up the Doom track. Bolstered. Mark your Doom track to use an adult move one time. You want to go for that one?
Well, he's
Or-
already using
Well,
the adult move.
Yeah, I get to.
Well, no, I'm just trying to pick our Doom sign. I'm supposed to conference you with you on that. There's also Dark Visions, where you can mark your Doom track to have a vision about the situation at hand.
That'd come in handy for when you're trying to get a Mare Cayman from the
Yeah,
washer.
let's-
Well, if we do the bolstered, or well, whichever one you wish to do, because I'm using the adult move regardless because of.
Let's do
of
Dark
fail.
Visions, because we already have some things that can get us adult moves.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay.
All right. So, thanks to your shouldering the burden, what happens?
So I attack using wield your powers, in which case, when her light fails, whether it fails to hit or however it fails, he immediately jumps forward, creating his claws, and now they're infused with the same light.
Ooh.
And he attacks the merman directly. And that is a 6. So he also fails.
So why does Cygnus mess up?
Because, he's just so flustered that somebody would attack Venus, and she's the one that's been the nicest to him other than, his
Yes, your
sister.
twins both really like you.
So, yeah, maybe
Pretty sure 3
he's a little
of
too
5,
concerned.
actually.
He's a little too concerned.
So Merman, he's upset about all this. He's like, "You children, we just wanted to talk about this, and
Well, you're the ones.
you've got me a little hot under the collar."
You're the ones who named us enemies of the state because we were trying to get something that was stolen, not by us, by the way. We were trying to save everyone.
You
while it was
blacked out the
stolen.
city,
Too
and you
much
We
should
have
lying.
nothing to do with the blackout.
Do you even have proof?
All right, he shouts out, "You should not raise your voice so to a king."
You know that you just
At
blasted
that-
her with
He
lightning.
charges your entire booth.
Okay.
So you are all. He is grabbing all you two, Nicheko.
All right.
I say no, Nichivo, not
Nichivo.
And
I
you
know
were
you
all like, he's kind of grabbing you all together and just smashing through the wall. So all three of you are taking the powerful blow.
Who's all three?
Tiger, Nichivo, and Brave Blade. Is he like? Because I imagine you guys got out of your booth to use the power.
Oh yeah.
So what is? Oh, so Dallas, you get the powerful blow. You kind of know how that.
Roll
just
as
roll.
low as possible.
Yeah, you want to roll low. You roll the evening conditions, which I don't think you do. You add them to the roll.
I got an 8.
Okay, that's not the best, but it could be worse.
So,
It could be worse. It could be
made on
worse.
taking a powerful blow means that you lash out verbally, you give ground, or you struggle past the pain and mark 2 conditions.
You can take some. So while you guys are kind of deciding what to do, Venus.
So, okay, so he's a fish. Okay,
Yeah,
so I want to go in
they're
the
all
kitchen.
they're all out in the street right now.
Oh, they're
with,
in the street. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
he just kind of like Kool-Aid Man through the walls, carrying them with him.
Okay. And
Yeah, Monarch Merman is very, very tough and big.
do I know there's somebody at the back door?
You do not, unless he chose to share the information with you.
Oh, he knows.
And again, none of you would probably.
Okay.
Oh, forget what I said about them being enemies then, because I thought we all knew, so I was confused.
No, you're talking about the royal guard that was in front, so.
Yeah.
Or behind.
Yeah, the sirens are still in the street. They're going to come join in.
Okay,
pounding
so
on
we all saw the
these.
sirens.
Yes.
Okay.
You all know the sirens, but there's another hero guarding the back.
Gotcha.
So you head to the kitchen. He's probably going to encounter him.
Oh, okay, so he's okay. So I was gonna go in the kitchen, put some oil in a pan, and then light it on fire, and then throw it at Merman. But,
Oh, nice.
To go in.
but
all
I
right.
guess I have that. So
Yeah, I'll
Oh,
say.
you just
I'll
got
say.
powerful blow. That's.
Nah.
Yeah, I'll say. You get into the kitchen. You start cooking, and then you hear a voice being like, "Pardon me, there. What exactly are you cooking up?"
Oh no.
And it's Agent Orange.
Revenge of Eric.
Yeah, I know. I got. Sorry, I just worked out this way that Eric's got now. We have these 2 characters. These are a lot of prior characters. You're now people are beating up their former characters.
if you send in the professor, she would just drink with him,
Yeah, I imagined. Well, she might show up a little later, but I didn't imagine that she would sign up for this mission.
No, she wouldn't.
Flair's probably off-world.
Well, you might, keep that in mind. Anyway, so Agent Orange, who is wearing a very snazzy orange kind of leisure suit. Maybe there's a little bit of gray in his hair, but he's looking a little bit together. He's holding up his glowing staff and pointing it at you.
okay.
He says-
does he know that I like?
I think at this point he's kind of seen, he's seen through the back door and through the
Okay.
kitchen what you've been doing. So
Okay.
the jig is up. You'll be able to take out 2 heroes,
Oh.
but he realizes the truth.
Okay.
And he says, "That's waitress act." Well, I won't lie and say you don't white isn't your color, but it ain't fooling me any longer. Now, leave the cookery alone, and let's come outside and talk about this, or else I'll give you a little bit of a poke with me staff, and I promise you won't like it.
Okay. So I like turn off the stove or whatever, but as I'm following him, can I unleash my pheromones on him?
Let's do it.
That's a 14.
Wow.
Oh.
So what do you want him to do?
I want him to let's see. I want him to take out the sirens at the front.
Oh, okay. So he's totally enraptured by you. He's like, "Whatever you say, me lovely."
Yeah, they hurt me so bad
Oh.
to defend my
Oh,
honor.
say it ain't so. Eric did a much better. I'm going full Lucky Charms with Agent Orange. So he charges through and he leaps through the window and he attacks the sirens who are hissing and snarling, waving their swords and tridents at him as he's blasting them with life-sucking power from his staff. So meanwhile, you three were all knocked outside. You guys are still in the diner. Let's see. So what happened to your various blows? Kind of who took the hardest? I'll decide who gets up last.
I struggled through the pain, and I now have angry and guilty marked.
All right, Brave Blade, how about you?
I got 3.
He's fine.
Oh, nice. So actually, how did you avoid this? How are you okay when you're smashed through the wall and thrown out onto the street?
So when Merman said, "Watch how you speak to a king," I go, "From one king to another, you should know better."
Whoa.
But I just charged him headlong and somehow managed to dodge him as he knocked my friends out.
That makes sense.
Sorry, guys.
So I'm gonna say you get to go first of the trio, and you're still in the diner, and then we'll have Nichenko and Furious Tiger go. So Merman has his back to you right now, and he's kind of spinning around,
We'll go
realizing
after them.
realizing that he missed you.
I know you
And he says, "I am the monarch of Atlantis. You mind controlled a city for like a month, boy."
Years. 3 years. Since I was 13.
I've reigned for decades.
Yes. But did you conquer a city?
Well, no, I liberated it and made it a constitutional monarchy, which I think is a little bit better.
Ah, you're not a true king. A king takes what he wants.
The sword's like, yes, take his head.
Not his head.
His arms, something, some part of
His
him.
hands. Attitude collection.
His what?
Nothing.
All right.
A dirty word.
Okay. Generation Hero is rated M for mature viewers.
We're gonna take his confidence.
Oh,
We're
nice.
going to make a king kneel today.
Oh, dang. All right. So what happens? So Brave Blade, why don't you roll directly engage for that? Yeah. Using the sword's fear powers.
Mark potential.
Hey.
So, yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, that didn't work because 16-year-old versus how old is Merman?
Oh, well, I would say at this point he's like in his 50s, 60s.
And huge and bulky, right?
Yeah, and like he's like he doesn't age like people do. He just gets stronger. So
Yeah, so huge fish monster, some dude with a sword.
yeah,
No.
he's not buying it. All right, so Furious Tiger, you're back.
Yeah,
on.
I'm going to basically go in there and see if I can sort of go for some like pressure points to see if I can just knock him out.
All right, why don't you give me directly engage,
All right.
and then Achievable. Let me go like together. So what are you doing while Tiger is pouncing on the fish?
All right, I took a hit on that one. My father's hitting much harder than you.
You never
Oh,
know what
no.
shot. You were so good.
I know. All right, we'll pause. We'll pause and go back to Nick. See how you did.
You failed miserably.
I mean, oh no! All right, Achievable. It might be all on you. So
We're
Nick,
trying
what
and
happens?
Failing.
Well, we're coming out too, right?
Yeah, you'll be out there. I just want to give Achievable a chance. To...
Okay. Is his one guard that I have the best chance on out there, or is he still out back?
He's like kind of looming over you. You're all outside
All right.
right now in the street.
Can I try to gain emotional control over him to make him feel as befriended to me as possible and see me getting hurt?
Yeah, I would say
Yeah,
so.
good thing.
All right, why don't you go? Would you say this is unleash your powers, or is this more directly engage? When you
I
want
mean,
to
it's
try
under
and...
abilities, so.
All right. Well, it's sort of up to you how you want to use it. Like, if you're just trying to utilize your powers to kind of make things more advantageous to you, that would probably be unleash your powers. But if you're trying to hurt him, like to sap his fighting spirit, that would probably be directly engage.
No, I was trying to get the other guy to work for me, basically make him think like his best friends would hurt. That emotional
All right.
stress.
Let's do unleash your powers for this one.
Okay.
You're talking about Monarch Merman, right?
Because there's no guard anymore.
Oh,
It
they're
was
all-
Yeah.
Agent Orange was.
Yeah,
the-
Agent Orange is fighting
Oh,
the
never mind
guards.
then. I'm trying to make him feel as insecure as a king as possible, so he
Oh.
just weeps and kneels.
Ooh, all right. That might be directly engaged because you're actually trying to hurt him.
Not directly engaged. So
Yeah.
How does that?
That's
Dangerous.
Plus danger.
No, 6.
Mark the tension.
Well, you might level up.
Hey,
Why do you think it fails?
can
Why?
I go first?
Why aren't you able to shake
Two
his
of us?
confidence?
It's going to be a fastball special. With
Perhaps I was a little too stunned by the hit that I took, and a little too
my
confident
first
in my
move is
ability to.
hopefully going to make him.
That makes sense. And Monarch Merman, he is just getting more and more
If it doesn't
angry
hit
at all.
him,
He's like, you children
Yeah.
need to learn a lesson. You cannot defeat Monarch Merman. Now, you need to come with me and cease these pratfalls and this foolishness.
You're not my dad.
No,
Who's to?
I'm very glad of that.
Merman, who's to say that if we go with you, that we aren't going to be just arrested off the cuff?
Exactly.
Well, perhaps you deserve to be after this
We're
tomfoolery.
trying to
put in
defend
this.
ourselves. We have the object that you've been seeking, not because we
Atlanteans
stole
are all
it,
talk.
but because we took it from the people who stole it from you, who happened to be the Jabberwockies.
Ooh, so as you're saying this, you guys come out.
I'm sorry. Is it our turn now?
It is.
And she's done to her face what her father's face is like.
Whoa.
So it's just this swirling thing of madness. And she floats out of the diner using her telekinesis. And this is all to make him susceptible, by the way. It says, "Stand down, you don't even understand the powers you're against, little man." And then I'll
Fish?
go ahead.
I'm a fish man. Just keep that clear.
I'll go ahead and try and roll my superior and see what happens.
Alright, this is a provoke you're aiming for?
Yes.
Okay.
And
do?
that I got an 8.
Nice. So,
So-
he's going to air. I'm gonna pick
Okay.
this one, yeah. Which is, you guys gain a critical opportunity.
Cool.
Would you say that you would be vulnerable?
I would say he is vulnerable at this point, yeah.
So now fastball special. Okay.
So you mark a condition.
And that, due to her condition, has to be angry.
Okay. So what happens now?
She's
Cygnus.
sick of this shit.
Now, as she does that, Cygnus will step out from behind her and attack with both of his claws, just direct. Well, overwhelming a vulnerable foe.
Sure. Alright, why don't you roll overwhelm?
Wait, actually, no, it's danger. So that would be 7. 7.
Ooh, 7. Alright.
Nice.
Pretty good, actually. Yeah, for overwhelm vulnerable foe, you do want to roll 7 to 9. So,
Oh.
or actually, no, sorry.
On a
you don't
7
want
or
to
9,
roll.
I choose 2.
Yeah. So either you're gonna, so you are taking him down.
So I.
But you're gonna
hurt my
take a powerful blow in
foe
turn.
more than intended,
Ooh, okay. Take a powerful blow or cause serious collateral.
and
So,
I cause serious collateral damage.
all right. So how do you? Apologies to Eric.
Because maybe with his claws extended, he did not account for the cars in the street, because where he's from, there's not really cars.
Sure.
And might have accidentally gripped one of them as he smashed him down, and that car subsequently exploded.
Oh,
Does
man,
anybody have
fish
the Transform
flambe.
playbook on them?
The what?
Transformed?
I do.
yeah. So
Because I just failed on my mundane roll to not turn into the werewolf. So I marked potential.
all right, and you are now Strange Wolf.
Yeah. So when her face materializes back together, it's this horrible demon wolf.
So
But the transform moves, right?
Yeah. That's
Merman is down. Please, we're gonna get to you in just a second.
Okay.
Because something's gonna happen. You're coming around too, following Agent Orange.
Please tell me you didn't just kill a king.
I did not just kill him.
He's severely. I mean, he's wounded pretty
told me
bad.
to tell you.
He got burned up by
Good
the
enough.
car. As he's falling back, lightning kind of spasms through his body, going outside of his control.
Does he have
And-
that trident on him still?
Oh, he's not the trident. He was going just with his claws and his spikes. But that lightning, it is like blowing up a bunch of other cars, just wreaking havoc. And this town is taking some serious collateral damage thanks to that. And he
away,
collapses. So as explosions and fire
These
cake the
siblings,
street.
man.
Yeah. Venus, you're coming out and you realize you guys gotta get out of there. Like, you could notice behind you, the Olympian and Cloud Singer are starting to, the poison, or
A bit
the
much.
knockout drug is wearing off. They're coming back to their feet and they're not gonna be happy to see what you
Is
did
he?
to the Monarch.
Is
I-
the monarch dead?
He's not dead.
Oh,
He
no,
is-
cool.
He's wounded pretty bad. He's out of the fight.
Okay, cool.
In fact, yeah, you did not kill one of the greatest heroes of the world.
I'm just checking
Could I
because
I was just gonna go rush over and see if I could like check on him and like see if I can like maybe patch him up or something.
All right. Why don't you give a comfort and support for that?
Okay.
Better you than me. You'll be fine. Snake eyes.
Oh no.
so I'm gonna say that because
Different dice, man.
he's kind of
yeah,
he's the one that I blame for me turning into a werewolf. So she just pounces on him like a fucking rag doll and starts shaking him.
Oh no. Yeah. Unless you guys stop this.
Merman?
Yeah.
Yeah, stopping
I will
that.
attempt to stop her.
All right. Let's have Cygnus and then Brave Blade go, and then maybe Venus could maybe help.
Actually,
she has a special
like-
No,
As
Venus
I-
is gonna go.
As she sort of leaps on him, can I defend Merman?
Oh, let's say you do that. Yeah.
All right.
I think that's what we're all
No,
trying to
she's-
do.
That's what everybody.
I was gonna comfort and support her to calm her down.
All right. Well, let's have him defend. You comfort and support Brave Blade. What you can decide. You can do one thing too.
That is
Let
an
me
8.
see what
Hey, I
happens
actually did
first.
something.
Nice. So how do you hold back a strange wolf from attacking
Basically, I
the
think
down monarch?
as she. Okay, that's alright.
What do you roll? A 7 to 9.
Yeah,
Okay.
that was an 8. Yeah.
So you're either exposing yourself to danger or escalating the situation somehow.
Yeah. Merman's not taking any more hits from you, though.
Yeah.
So.
I think I'm going to. Oh, wait.
Wait, how exactly are you defending her? 'Cause I think I might know how the situation escalates.
Ooh.
I think that either way, he's probably the one that's
Oh.
getting attacked now.
I'm going to clear my guilty.
Oh,
with the
nice.
sacrifice.
That's true.
And-
So are you allowing a strange wolf to tear into you to save
Yes.
the monarch? Okay.
Yes, I'm opening myself up to.
I will go ahead and roll my directly engage a threat on you.
Yeah,
Or aggressively engage a threat without care for my own safety, I should say.
that's true. So you're doing this.
Let's see, so that is a 9.
Okay.
Use my spaceship at this point? My little device? To
Let's
like,
have Cygnus do his thing, and then
Okay.
And obviously
and Brave
that's...
Blade, and then you.
I frighten others. I had not... By the way, Eric came up with these rules for the werewolf.
I know,
frighten-
now being used
Thanks,
against him.
I frighten others who I had not intended to scare, and I hurt someone or break something I shouldn't have. I think that that's pretty reasonable.
Yeah, that's probably going to be Furious Tiger. So what do you do to him?
Well, I mean, I was planning on jumping on... Because she's like 9 feet tall when she's this thing, so she just kind of grabs you with all four of her arms,
God.
digs her claws into your back, and just bites.
Would have been better. It would be me. Ah,
Is that what happens to Furious Tiger?
Huh? That's what she does to Furious Tiger, yeah.
All right, I'm
I
going to say you
just
can
have
roll
to
take a
roll.
powerful blow for that one. Now, Cygnus, what do you do?
Now you're rolling.
seeing as though I was the
Now I'm rolling.
I was on the receiving end of this last time.
Should have used the old dice.
Should have.
By the way, I don't know how contagious werewolfism is.
No, you don't need to worry about it.
He will
Furious Wolf.
come
Tiger.
up and,
Okay.
I guess, pet her mane.
all right.
Right the ridge.
Going for comfort and support.
While telling her, while saying, "He's not your enemy, and our enemy is down. There's no point now in attacking
All right,
further."
well, comfort and support.
And which one's comfort and support? That's Monday.
Monday.
Well.
Oh boy.
Oh wait! I apologize because we are joined. Why am I doing it?
Oh, you have a special.
We are two of a kind. So
Yep. All right.
Nice.
That's gonna happen. I pass out.
I pierce each
Makes
other.
sense,
Well,
yeah.
I have a 10+. I just mark a condition and it's a 10+.
Nice. All right. So you're comforted and supported. I think is the strange wolf enough to calm down.
I am guilty again.
Yeah, once I'm comforted.
I feel guilty again as I say.
Yeah, I know.
He is down for the count.
As the wolf disappears,
Yes.
you see that I am knocked out.
Yes.
So now it is
And,
Brave Blade and the Broken Tiger.
My
Yeah.
my angry's not happening anymore, though.
So Monarch Merman, he wasn't quite knocked out. He was hurt pretty bad by the car, but he sees what he saw what you did. So he just looks up and is like, "Thank you."
I don't hear it.
Yeah.
We will be leaving now. Pick up Furious Tiger.
Yeah. The Olympian, Nichivo. Why do I keep on saying Nichenko? Nichivo. While this craziness is unfolding, the Olympian is coming at you from the back.
Oh, wonderful.
So
It's not where you want to be.
yeah, he's a little bit unsteady on his feet thanks to the knockout drugs, but he makes his way out the door and he's raising up the spear, and he's like, "You'd best surrender. This one doesn't miss."
Can
By
I
the way, Topo's coming
see
for
if I
you.
can make him afraid of me?
Topo's coming for you.
Yeah, why don't you directly engage for that? Try and take his courage, hold him back.
Cost your condition.
But yeah, I think it's time to go. Agent Orange, the spell on him starting to wear off. Like,
Oh, I was gonna ask him to like take us to the place.
oh, okay. Actually, yeah. Why don't you do unleash your powers for that to kind of re-up the pheromone?
Nope,
Oh,
it's dated.
All right, but you're finding another way
I
to
rolled
shake
a
up.
7, so I can choose one.
That's right.
And it says I can frighten the opposition.
Oh, that's true. So how do you scare him? This Greek god.
If I can tap into his brain, I make him see me as one of his childhood nightmares.
Oh man. So Michael, I'll ask you since this is your character. What's the Olympian seeing right now?
Well, since he was told many of the Greek stories, I would say it would be an amalgamation of both Ares and Hades teaming up, becoming one, and coming after him and his family.
I look good.
Yeah, and with that, he actually lowers his spear and is like, "Oh no," and takes a step back into the diner. Cloud Singer's also coming out, getting his sonic guns ready to go. So yeah, it's time to leave.
Yep.
Okay.
All right, well you guys
The
can
offer still
fly, right?
stands.
Let's go fly.
Well-
I climb on your back.
All right.
They can just fly after us, though.
Yeah. Especially,
So we have to make
especially
sure.
Cloudsinger.
You're unconscious.
The Olympian can. Cloud Singer can fly though.
You guys.
He has the jetpack, though.
Cloud Singer's the jetpack. The Olympian does not have a jetpack.
So one of them needs to be grounded.
I'm going to try something.
All right.
Singer. Reason with him. Now, come on, Richard. You brought me into the SOS. You
I
know,
didn't realize you would turn traitor.
you know, we wouldn't do the things they say. We were framed.
We should
and we're-
probably bring out the eye.
I wasn't even there. As he like
Doesn't
starts
voice-
slowly lifting up.
Yeah.
I have the eye. You
That's a
said
voice
this
in your
words.
head.
All right, give me a provoke.
Oh, that is a 13.
It's really good.
Whoa. All right. So with a 13, he's gonna do what you want him to do.
Yeah,
So
just
he's-
let us go, and we'll prove we are real heroes.
Okay. So he's like, "You're right. I did bring you into this, and I know what it's like when the world thinks the worst of you." And he lowers his guns, and he's like, "Okay, you guys can go. I'm gonna give you maybe 24 hours.
24 hours? Sound good?
Find out what, you're unconscious. Find out what's behind this. Clear your name, and get your friends some help."
So long and sorry about the fish.
Can I ask a question? Can one use an unleash your powers to heal someone?
Yes.
Well, it says that I'm out for the situation.
Yeah. Well, the scene is kind of ending right now as you guys take this guy. I will say, you sort of return to consciousness as you're flying up. But you are. I mean, we kind of have a game-wise, narrative-wise difference because you got clawed up pretty bad. So you do need some medical attention, I would say.
Well,
Yeah.
I can take care of that. I'm holding him anyway.
All right.
What do you want to do as far as?
I will
was gonna
say
suggest
sorcery
or biokinesis.
or biokinesis. Yeah, well, they're right next to each other, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
feel like either of those would heal him up.
All right. Why don't you do unleash your powers?
So let me carry you while doing this and try to and
Pretty good.
ooh.
Very nice.
So that'll be a 10.
Yeah.
Awesome.
All right.
Because
So-
thankfully I didn't pick hopeless because then that would have failed.
The Furious Tiger is healed by some dark magic, and you are all flying upwards.
I'll mark the doom track.
Oh yes, thank you.
Okay, so thanks to the Crimson Empress, you guys know where the Watcher Wing is.
Down to
It's kind of orbiting. It was sort of sent to actually look for you guys. Maybe it's what these heroes were dropped from. So it's orbiting Sentinel City, and as you're zooming through the sky, you can see it pretty clearly. It's a giant flying wing hovering in the sky there. Big, bluish sort of repulsors keeping it going.
Is it made of metal?
It is, yes.
Okay,
It's
when
a
we
big
get up
airship.
to it, I'm going to use ferrokinesis to just rip a hole in the side of it.
All right. Are you trying to hide your approach at all?
No.
Because it does have... Okay.
And very loudly as we're flying, I'm yelling, "You should let me get in the way next time. It hurts less."
Yeah.
So I guess that's an unleash your powers on the ferrokinesis.
Yeah, and actually, unfortunately, some anti-air rockets are going to be zoomed at you too, because they
Okay.
see this whole thing coming.
Ooh.
So, do you have a way to get these rockets to not
They're
hit
also
you?
made of metal, and you also have ferrokinesis.
Oh, well,
for
yes,
this
when
one.
she uses it, I use it.
My
Just a
unleash
little
your
better.
powers is an 8.
Okay.
8?
Is this so? Who's taking care of the rockets? Who's taking care?
Take care of the rockets since you're making the tear.
You both rolled 8s.
Both rolled 8s. Twins!
Ah! All right.
Wait, how are we flying?
Telekinesis.
Okay.
Telekinesis. Well, she's on my back, but
All right. I will say this. Good news
you're
is
cradled.
you avoid the rockets and you get inside. The bad news is, in the chaos, you drop somebody. I'm gonna say it's Nichivo.
What?
You fall off and you land on the rooftop of the airship.
Let me not.
Luckily, it's okay. I mean, you're stuck there in the air, flying around. But there are hatches. There are ways inside.
Does he need to take a powerful blow?
I think it'll be okay. I mean, you were close enough that you're able to like blah, and you're all right.
Since you gave that condition.
Just a little bruised up.
Yeah, just a little bruised up, but you're okay. And you can find a hatch to go inside, but you're going to be separated from these guys for a little bit. But you might see something important while you're separated. Meanwhile, the rest of you guys, thanks to two instances of ferrokinesis, the missiles are deflected, and a hole is torn open in the side of the Watcher wing, and you go inside. Where you head into is sort of, it's kind of like, it's not the bridge. It's kind of like a big gallery, just for passengers to sit there and look at the skies going past. And it has some occupants. Flare. Oh, yep. Flare is there. He's standing there in his alien form with fire coming off of him, and he's brought a bunch of friends. Some of those magmavores, including that one magmavore, Maggie, who I'm bringing back, who is super into New Jersey. Is wearing like an I Heart Jersey shirt on.
Hey everybody, it's me, Maggie. You don't know who I am, but hey!
Yeah, Maggie's just been spending his time at like Action Park in New Jersey, the horrible water park with all those casualties. Just getting ripped up, and he was like hiking around the Pine Barrens, hanging out with the Jersey Devil. Like, if someone wants to write all of Maggie's fun New Jersey adventures, go for
I
it.
thought Maggie was a girl. So.
Oh yeah, I will say so. Yes.
It's hard to tell.
Maggie, the Magmavores are, it is kind of a little hard to tell, but I can say she's female. I mean, they're alien. Who knows their gender?
You guys heard this new musician, Bruce Springsteen? He's really good. I think he's gonna really go.
Oh man, Maggie's so into the boss. It's not even funny.
Just
But
throw the furious tiger that's now awake, right?
a bunch of other Magmavores is there.
We'll do my brother's hurt.
So Flare is looking you guys over as you burst in, and he says, "It's funny. We were sent to find you. I never expected you would just come bursting in like this."
We would like to talk to Americaven.
Oh, here, let me put you down.
He says, "I can arrange that, but you're gonna go as prisoners. I'll give you one chance to surrender."
Can we at least tell you what the situation is?
Side flirt.
Is there something you want to tell me? Says Flare, glaring at you.
What's that?
Maggie's
He was just
like,
putting her down gently while that was going on.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I see a nice
The
romance
funny
is
thing
blossoming.
is, and I think you would agree with me, we were going to ask you to do the same thing.
Ooh.
Guys, can we not do the violence right off the bat?
As
This
you're,
isn't violence.
as you're
Talking is
saying that, Flair shoots his hand out, and a wave of fiery energy washes over you. I'm gonna say all 5 of you are taking the powerful blow, as
I
you are
would
knocked back.
like to defend against it.
Oh, okay. Well, hold on. Pause the powerful blows.
Okay.
Let's roll. How are you defending?
I am using my psychic constructs to just block it.
Ooh, okay. Why don't you roll for defend? So hold the. I love all the. Everybody's grabbing up their dice to take some pain.
Oh, that's cocked. So let's see. So that is a 9.
Ooh, all right. So, are you gonna?
9. So I believe that means. I am the only one that takes the powerful blow.
Okay, I can. Yeah, I will
Oh,
say
that's
that.
just great.
All right, so you take the powerful blow. The
Yeah.
heat does hit you,
Yeah.
so you take the powerful blow. And Flair stands back, and Maggie is like, "For Jersey."
Flair, stop.
By
Well,
the way, I do take the
he-
powerful blow.
He hurt
And
my
just go.
sister, right? Because that.
I mean, I didn't get hurt. It just
Yeah.
it just absorbed into me, and I go.
Uh-huh. Well, right now the magma force are charging in to attack
You
you, while
okay?
Flair is kind of standing back.
I'm made of. I'm
there-
half star.
Is there anyone else on the ship?
I mean, there's a bunch of like crew keeping it aloft. Right now, it's only the aliens in the
Side
steaming
by
gallery.
I am fine, brother.
But there's more people. There's more crewmen. You can kind of sense. You can sense their presence
Any of
further
them wearing
around.
red shirts?
Maybe some other here. Oh yeah, I'm sure the SOS crewman uniform is just totally red. Yeah. Let's hope they end okay. Meanwhile, the Chivo, you open up a hatch. You come down through like some air ducts. It's a little of a tight fit, but you manage to squeeze through. And you end up in, after going through some maintenance tunnels, Jeffrey's tubes, if we're going to be Star Trekky. I think that's what they're called.
They're called Jeffrey's
Yeah,
tubes.
that's it, Jeffrey's tubes.
Yeah.
You are in sort of a big air grate area overlooking a command center. And you can see Americaman. I don't know, would you say that Nichivo is a big fan of like American superheroes? Like would he know, or worldwide superheroics? Because I mean, Americamans, I would say he's pretty internationally known. One of the most famous crocodile men out there.
Yeah, you could say some comics have filtered in through the cracks, and we had access to some that we shouldn't have. Because a lot of that would have been banned.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, he is like very much an American hero.
So, yeah, whatever I got a hold of, I probably look up to highly.
Ooh, okay. Well, you see Americaman. He's having a chat on the view screen with President Nixon. And Americaman, you can tell he's uneasy. Like, he's kind of rocking back and forth and, like, snapping his jaws testily. And he says, this is wrong. What we're doing is wrong. And Nixon says, I understand. I understand your issues with it. And I respect them. It shows you have a great deal of fortitude, and that's a high quality in a man, or crocodile man, as the case may be. But I promise you, just a little bit more time, all of this will be over. Just think about it, Americaman. A chance to undo the mistakes I've made. To see my presidency end not in shame and degradation, but in the glory it deserves.
All right, so we succeeded.
A second chance. Something that doesn't come around in politics these days. Not at all. And all I had to do was make a deal. And you know me, there's nobody better at making deals than I am.
Topical.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, it ended up being a little bit topical. Some quite a few similarities, and some hot takes on politics from Generation Hero here.
So at that comment, do I maybe kind of chuckle? Something in my presence is known?
Yeah,
Am
and
I, like-
Americaman spins around. Nixon says, like, there's somebody there with you. Nobody else can know about this. It has to be blamed on those 4 heroes you brought in. And Americaman says, that's what I hate about this the most. They're innocent in all of this. And Nixon says, sometimes sacrifices have to be made. I promise you, Americaman, we'll get through this together. Paragon has assured me that it will end up the best possible outcome for America and for Earth. But you need to make sure the plan continues. Find out, if someone's listening in, You need to stop it. I know very well that the problems that a bad cover-up can cause.
He's monologuing.
So he says, I will call you back. And the view screen goes dead. Mayor Cayman is sniffing you out, and he will find you unless you do something in the Chivo.
Okay. I would like to.
Or maybe you want to be found. I mean,
Yeah, I was actually going to walk up and try to pierce the mask until I was told I was hidden. But I'd like to just come out since I really don't like hiding.
all right. So you pop out of this air duct and you pop down into the command center. Mayor Cayman, who is I think I've described him before, maybe not super recently. He's like a giant man-sized crocodile man in like a big red, white, and blue uniform. He's not entirely Captain America. No shield, just big crocodile claws. A very patriotic lizard. And he says, "Who the hell are you?"
Nichigo, but don't worry about it.
A Russian?
Cayman! I can't believe it's you!
A Russian? Oh, tell me the USSR didn't send you.
No, I just can't believe I can see you, meet you in real life. This is awesome.
And he's a fan too. Oh.
So, can I try to ask him some questions or pierce the mask?
Yeah, pierce the mask isn't really.
No.
It's not. I mean, no, you can roll it on him, but it's not really asking him a question. It's like you examining him.
Oh, okay.
And deducing it on your own. You can ask him questions, whether or not.
Okay, I'll
you
just
tell
be
the
like,
truth.
"What are you doing here? I heard this conversation."
Oh no. Okay, look, it's not what it seems. All right. Look, how about this? I'll sign all the autographs you want. You just stay here with me. Forever, maybe. And it will all be okay. But I cannot let you leave this room. Alright? Hey, you can trust Mayor Cayman. He's the patriotic croc. He talks the talk and walks the walk. He's singing his theme song.
Do I know it with him?
What?
Do I know that song?
Yeah, you probably do.
Oh,
You probably hit like some kind of cheesy cartoon.
Okay, so I get in on the end of it and sing the same tune.
The patriotic croc. He talks the talk and walk the walk. Evil he will stop. Mayor Cayman. He's like feeling kind of guilty. He's like, all right, good. I'm glad you know the song. But look, let's just stay here. Talk things out, and he's like kind of trying to get between you and the door.
Okay, that's when I am not going to act as unknowing as I am and say, Tovarish, come with me. I got some people I want you to meet. And I try to, again, emotionally control him so he's befriended. So he's
all right, why don't you
to see
use-
me as well.
Yeah, why don't you use Unleash Your Powers for this one? Well, a lot of mind controlling characters. Actually, just the two, but it's cool.
So that's... Was that a free?
Yeah.
13.
Whoa! All right. So yeah, how does it look like? Like, what are you doing to? As you.
So I guess I extend the hand and hey, if you ever need a sidekick, I don't mind playing for a little while, but you've got to meet these guys. They're great friends. You should check them out. Come on, let's go.
He's like, I will happy to meet more fans. You can be my new sidekick, Cayman lad. Cayman kid.
We'll work on the names.
Alligator boy. As you're leading him down the hallway.
You keep thinking.
Meanwhile, you three are under attack by, first of all, a bunch of Magmaforce are charging in. Or not 3, 5. Generation Hero does not teach you how to count. I mean, earlier I messed up geometry, so now I'm messing up counting.
Before anything, can I sort of try and get Flair and them to stop and just be like, all we want to do is talk to people and just let everyone know that we are not the cause of this.
Okay.
We even have 24 hours to prove that.
I didn't
Yeah.
do 24 hours. All right, why don't you
that was
roll?
Cloud Singer.
Yeah.
So you might
Okay, it's like, ooh, well.
Except a table throws it across.
Yeah, he knows like, oh well, Cloudsinger did vouch for you. Like Cloudsinger's pretty respected amongst the SOS. So roll provoke and see what happens.
And we got team points at this point,
He
right?
doesn't need it.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
Nice.
he's
Nice roll.
dominated on that.
It's yeah. I created.
Whoa. All right, nice. So, he's doing what you want.
Okay.
Even if you have a -2 and whatever the stat is, you succeed.
Yeah, you could add a team to the point to the pool as well, giving you a total of 3. This and the climax is.
Okay.
I mean, you're pretty much in it right now, but this is about to get more climactic.
Oh, it's superior.
Yeah.
Well, superior would have been 14. So.
Okay, so Flair says, so yeah, he liked the idea, he liked Cloudsinger vouching for you.
Still.
He holds up his hands and he's like,
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
he holds up his hand, he's like, Magmavores, hold on, fellas. And they lower their spears and fire cannons.
Starts to put the nearby table down.
Shake the sword.
He's like, okay, maybe I'm a little confused about this as well. I am not from this planet. You said you wanted to talk, particularly with Americaman.
We're the same.
Yeah.
In a fashion. What do you have to say to him? Maybe I can relay the message.
Well, basically, we are not to blame for what is being blamed for. We're being blamed for. We're not sure who it is that's saying this or anything of that sort, but honestly, the reason why we left in such a hurry was because we were trying to retrieve the eye from the people who had stolen it, which were the Jabberwockies.
Understood.
Also, I have no use for the eye whatsoever.
That does make sense.
So why would I steal it?
Good point. He's thinking it over and he says, Americaman was the one who wanted you captured. He told all of us that you had attacked him, knocked him down, stolen the eye from his hands.
That doesn't make sense. Americaman has vouched for us from the beginning.
That's true. Unless from the very beginning he intended to betray you.
That
And
is definitely what the Countess Spider suggested.
It's true.
and as you are saying this, you guys walk back with Americaman, who is still hazy and under the control of Nichivo, and you are all together in this viewing gallery.
Nice.
You'll never guess who I found.
Well,
I want to pierce the mask, I think.
All right, for Americaman?
Yes.
Okay.
nice.
That's. I always forget mundane, I guess.
Yeah,
That is
So
mundane.
it's 12.
Whoa, all right, two questions.
No, I think that's okay. Yeah. Oh no, I have a 10.
Pretty
I think
good.
it still works.
still-
Yeah,
It's
that's
still
oh yeah,
plus.
that's not two.
Still
That's 3
same.
questions.
Okay.
Oh, you got 3.
Okay. So. Oh, here's fast. Yeah. So, what are you really planning?
Okay.
What do you intend to do? And how can we not be?
Maybe how can we gain influence?
How can we gain influence? Yeah.
Okay. What's he really planning? Like, he and Nixon were in this together, and he's been kind of Nixon's stooge. Like, superheroes always sort of a tenuous position, and thanks to Nixon's support, the SOS was really gaining in prominence. Americaman was getting the benefits of that as long as he did Nixon's bidding. So he kind of became Nixon's toady over these last couple of years. What was the other 2 questions? So it was like, what were you really planning? So yeah, so what he was planning is basically whatever Nixon told him to do, he would do it.
I think it was, what do you intend to do, and how can we gain influence over you?
At this point, what he did intend to do was frame you for the robbery, get the Demon's Eye out there so Nixon could contact Paragon and make his deal. And then he wasn't really sure what happened after that, but Nixon assured him that that it would be a good ending and this national nightmare that America was in would come to an end.
So if I say this out loud as I'm figuring it out, does Flair hear this as well? And does Americaman confirm?
Yeah, you kind of. The last one was how you gain influence over him. I would say at this point, like showing him mercy, or because this has been tearing him up inside. Like he's been very guilty about this. He's a patriotic crocodile, and his president told him to do something. So naturally, he's going to do it.
I overheard this as well.
Yeah, I imagine you're kind of like theorizing this out loud, putting it together, and Americaman just sort
Nixon's
of.
the one that wanted to communicate with my father.
He said it was a way to go things how they used to be. An innocent time before Watergate, before Vietnam. He said he could reset everything, and it would just take a little bit of a sacrifice. And I'm sorry, but you four were it. It was just 4 people from. It was like 4 people from Butchertown. It wasn't like you guys had much of a future there anyway.
Wow, thanks.
Do you want to see the future that Nixon has been promised by my father?
He said he would just undo some of the mistakes he made. Just not send those burglars in, maybe not get caught. What do you mean?
I reach out and I put my hand against his face, and I beam directly into his head by using some Doomtracky abilities.
Ooh.
This is a psychic attack.
Uh-huh.
And I project into his head what has happened on all the planets that Paragon has come to in the past.
Whoa. Okay.
Just as a sudden burst
All right.
of all of it.
Okay. He sees this.
And that is 10.
Wow. All right. He sees this. He collapses. He goes to his knees, and he's like, "Oh no! What have I done?" And he starts crying. They're not crocodile tears. He is actually very sad about it.
Cayman, you haven't done anything yet. We technically still have the eye. We retrieved it from the Jabberwockies. So if we can keep it away from Nixon, I believe we can prevent all of this from happening.
He says, "I think so, but
Wait, didn't Nixon already contact?
yeah, he already made the deal. The eye might be some way to stop it, but I don't know. I think there might be no stopping it, and that means." He starts to get a little bit worried at that. At this moment, some alarms start going off throughout the watchroom. He says,
One of us will stop it. Sorry.
"Ooh,
And I'm going to grab your hand together, and I'm going to portal us both to Richard Nixon.
Oh, jeez.
whoa."
Well, you're
Bye-bye.
going to take us with you? No.
No, too late. You guys are both in front of him.
And it's like, well,
You can finish playing out
that
what's
happened
happening.
again.
All right, here's yeah. You guys are left behind on the very bad. They left right as things were getting bad because the
I
alarms.
lost it.
Okay.
The alarms
Yeah.
are just that the watcher wing is under attack. A whole bunch of spider. This is actual spider, not spider as a metaphor for a mastermind. This is the SPYDR. They're coming to attack. Nixon perhaps let slip where the watcher wing is and that it's vulnerable, and now they're coming to take out a witness.
Nixon.
Yeah.
Can't do anything right.
I know, we're not fans of old Tricky Dick. So a whole bunch of those gunships, those helicopters, are flying in from all angles to attack the watcher wing. They're strafing it, they're shooting it with rockets, and their cargo of Arachnotron robotic soldiers are jetpacking out, landing on the sides of the watcher wing and forcing their way in, trying to take over and destroy this airship. I will give. Let's have you guys do something to defend the watcher wing,
Huh?
Did we ever have,
and then we'll see. And then we'll cut to you guys.
Did we ever have the dark visions?
Oh, we haven't yet. If you want to use
Alrighty.
it.
Well,
Maybe one important.
So assess the situation.
I can tell you that.
Yeah, either of this could work. The sword is very much like use me. It's time. So what are you guys doing? You can already see outside these helicopters are strafing, and a whole bunch of those Arachnotrons are heading down the hall ready to fight. Flare and the Magnivores are about to go toe to toe with them too.
yeah.
Even Americ Kamen, he's pretty torn up, but he might be willing to fight as well.
Well,
You actually did pretty good
Would it-
at killing this thing.
I would say you get you get a plus for influence. You both get +1s for Americ Kamen.
okay.
And I would say you get 1 to Flare for
Oh, sweet.
blocking him so well.
Nice.
Okay.
So that means plus influence is like when you want to roll, whenever you roll
You have
confidence,
influence
support, or
over
provoke, you get a nice
Americ
+1.
Kamen, so if you want to provoke him or
Yeah, tell him what to do.
Yeah.
You get a
Get him
+1
into
to
the
the
fight.
roll.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. Because if I use my criminal mind,
Yeah.
I can figure out the best way to provoke him or infuriate him, like whatever is going to get him motivated the most. Yeah.
Sure.
Okay, so I'm gonna use Belong in Two Worlds and get a piece of technology to use the burn, or to use, get burns from the Nova. Yeah. 11?
Nice.
So that's
3 for
3. Yeah.
Whoa.
Okay.
All
Trade
right.
burns, no consequences.
Yeah, that's about as good as it could have gone.
Okay.
So Venus, how are you throwing those burns down?
Okay, so they're coming on the outside and they're on the inside.
Yeah, they've like landed and there's the Arachnotrons are inside, the gunships are outside firing at it.
Okay, so I'm gonna do Reality Storm, and I'm going to blast all of the gunships, like, off.
Whoa. Okay, I don't know if you get all of them, but
Okay.
like pretty much a good amount of these helicopters are just blown to pieces, and helicopters are raining from the sky. Those gunships are severely damaged.
Okay. Okay. And then I am going to, I guess I'll do another Reality Storm inside. But this time it's controlled because it's inside.
All right.
So that's 2 burns because I have to control it. And then
Sure.
I want to aim it at the Arachnotrons.
Yeah, the Arachnotrons, this kind of these spider bots coming in. All right, you blow apart all the ones that are heading to attack you in the gallery. So you're safe for the moment, but they're still throughout the ship. Flare says they're boarding everywhere. What should we do?
Well, obviously this isn't your doing. This obviously is Spider, so we have to defend this ship for
Agreed.
the moment. And then from there, I think we need to figure out what to do afterwards. But for the time being, we need to defend this ship.
I should think so. My men and I, look, we've kind of made some mistakes, I think. And also, I shouldn't say men, Maggie. Maggie's like, yeah, that's get it
We
right.
understand. We understand.
I know.
Get it right.
He says, so I think
Everyone
I might follow your lead on this one.
All right. Well. All right. I think with that, we just charge in. Yeah, I'm definitely going to charge in and sort of.
All right, so you race down that hall. You kind of come to, I'll say, like the central bridge area where more of these Arachnotrons are smashing in, trying to take out the controls.
Yep.
And the crew is battling them, but it's a tough fight for sure.
Yep.
But now you're in there, so go with directly engage, I would say, against this robot horde.
Directly engaged plus danger, so that's an 11.
Nice. All right, which one are you taking?
Let's see. Now, would that be able to?
Yeah,
get
the
rid
battle
of that?
sounds
Oh, wait,
going.
no.
Yeah.
Actually, do I want to? No, I don't.
We're just going through a hole right now.
I know. This is
Yeah.
Well,
There's-
some nice battle music.
There's
as you
some
zoom in.
extra reasons beyond just the dramatic idea of it, is that she wants us to be as far away from the eye as possible.
Right.
That does make sense.
That makes sense. So I'm going to resist and avoid their blows, and let's. Do I want to create opportunities or impress present rank?
Well, they are robots,
They're
so
robots.
they're probably not
so
gonna be
let's
impressed.
just create opportunities.
Feeling autonomous.
Yeah. So
Okay.
let's create some opportunities.
So how does that look as you're charging in?
So basically, I think as I charge in, I'm sort of basically just using the abilities that the sort of, for lack of a better term, the moves that I know, to sort of take away the guard that they have, any sort of like guards that they may have.
Sure.
So
All right, these Arachnotrons are left reeling. Nichivo.
Okay, so I missed, but even on a miss, I can ask one of these following questions. So I still want to ask, how can I best provoke Americaman to fight?
Ooh,
Like
okay.
he used to, get him charged up. Like, you have
Yeah.
these abilities. I look up to you. Many people have looked up to you. This is your chance for redemption.
Yeah. At this point, it would be like
Something like that.
really inspiring him. The American ideals he loves so much are not dead. So we reawakening the spirit of patriotism that this whole nasty affair has cost him. That would get him on his feet again.
Okay, so I give him like a pep talk.
Yeah.
All right. So come on, badass, let's go.
Roll provoke with that +1 you get towards him. We'll see if he does it.
So it's 6 and what's provoke?
provoke is
Oh, so it's an 8.
yeah superior.
So
So it's superior plus the one that you have.
Okay.
So I either get the overreact, you gain influence.
Yeah, you know what? He's gonna overreact.
You gain a critical.
You get even more influence over. You get a +2 on Americaman. He rears up. He's like, "You're right. I am a badass." Ha!
Badass crocodile.
Yeah, and he charges right in there, and he's just like, "For America!" And he leaps into these arachnocrons. He's biting them. He's ripping them apart, smashing them with his claws, hurling them through the windshield, the big view screens. They fall out.
I'm just like mimicking behind, like yes.
It's very cool, and his fighting spirit has returned. Braveblade, these arachnotrons are on the ropes, and the gunships are also. Not that many of them are left after the reality storm cleared the skies. So what are you doing to save the Watcher Wing?
Do any of the gunships look like they're giving commands to everyone? Is one hanging in the back, maybe?
I would say so. There's like an extra large one, kind of like a doubly sized gunship with
Mothership.
Yeah, a mothership, if you will, with a twin set of rotors hanging back, watching over everything.
All right. I'm gonna head directly toward that one.
Okay, this is in the air, so
Yes, the remaining gunships, I'm gonna command them through fear of me to make a beeline straight toward that ship. And I'm gonna hop over each
Whoa,
of their ships.
oh man! Using helicopters as stepping stones? Okay, you unleash your powers. This is so cool. I might just...
I'll say be the monster for
Oh,
this.
yes, yeah, roll be
Make
the
them
monster, I would
vulnerable
say.
to me.
Yeah.
So 4, 3, 7 plus 2, 9.
Okay, so for be the monster, I think that does it, but there was a consequence?
On a 7 or 9, let's see. Wait. Yeah, I just have to choose 2 of these. But on a hit, they are thrown off and make themselves vulnerable to me.
Alright. So thanks to your fear, the pilots do what you want. You get those stepping stones.
Yeah, but I have to choose 2 of these, though.
Yeah.
So I'll say I frightened others I had not intended to scare. And mark your condition, GM choice. I feel like more of a monster afterwards.
Yeah, I might do the condition because like you're really messing with people's minds to make you terrifying.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of a bad thing. The sword's loving it though. It's just like, yes, arrange their skulls as stepping stones.
So I guess I'll be, what, guilty?
I think so. So you make it across. You leave in this other airship. There's like a big kind of interior area. I think you just smash through the window, and there is apparently a hologram, or no, it's not a hologram. It looks like it's him, of Weaver, the head of Spider, who's got his arms folded, looking over everything. He's just very surprised. Ah! Apparently, one of these heroes has found it in. Okay, this is modern merman's accent. I gotta think what do I have for an uninvited guest.
This guy again.
Yes, I believe we've met before. Are you here to offer the terms of your surrender to Spider?
No, I'm here to offer you your life.
So what do you do?
I'm going to frighten him. Well, that's what I do, but I'm going to give him, like, a scene of the situation, what he's facing. Not just from us, but what the entire planet is facing.
Ooh, so you're showing him Paragon.
Yes.
Alright. Give me Unleash Your Powers for this one.
Right.
Probably make it too high.
7.
Okay, he's gonna... So, he might... I mean, he believes you, but... And he's afraid of Paragon. But as always, this is a wily guy. He might not be totally on your side. He's like... It changes matters. Your president assured me that you would be rewarded for this, and the chance to strike a blow against the superheroes was...
Wait, you're working for Nixon?
Indeed. I
That
think
is low even for you.
He's dicked us both, you might say. Well, I did not know he was in league with some world-devouring demon. He, like, reaches over and presses a button, and the gunships cease firing. And he says, stick with me, Secret King, and we may strike a blow for Spider yet. And his
And for
gun...
the world, right?
Yes. So his gunship starts heading down. So, meanwhile, we're cutting to you guys.
Okay.
Cygnus and Strangel. You are... So where exactly are you teleporting to?
The basic way Portal works is mark your doom track to appear in a scene with anyone you want.
Okay.
And my choice for anyone I want is Nixon. But I want to note that we are going to do dark visions, I believe, on our journey out. Is that fully...
Well, because we had marked it earlier. right, for that one?
Well, no, I just had chosen the Doom sign,
Oh.
but I can mark it now to get it. I'm for doing it. Let's do it. So, Dark Visions is mark your Doom track to have a vision about the situation at hand. After the vision asks the GM a question, they will answer it honestly.
Okay. So in these dark visions, as you're getting closer, it's actually just a memory of your father kind of talking to you back in that sitcom world, that sort of dream. And it's him sort of looking into the distance, this blank dark sky, and kind of musing aloud. You kids, in some ways, you're something of a disappointment to me. Now, I don't want to take away your birthright. You still have a path to play, but what do you think about your father seeking other ways into this world? And with that idea that Paragon can find other ways inside, you appear. Well, not exactly. You appear in
I
Nixon.
do get to ask. Now I get to ask.
Oh,
we'll
yes,
get
yeah.
to ask questions. What does this imply about Nixon?
It implies that he has made a deal with Paragon.
Okay.
He thinks that Paragon will be able to reset, give him a redo on Watergate, on everything, so he can avoid all those scandals. As always, it's not the crime, it's the cover-up,
Right.
like as was famously said.
You also get to ask a question because we're doubles that way.
Oh, cool.
So we'll go with, how do I clear my friends' names?
Okay. I would say they kind of already done so by getting Americaman to confess. As long as Americaman confesses, they'll be okay. But at the moment, clearing your names against like the American government, SOS, might not be so important. That might take a back seat to what's coming up.
By the way, now we have bolstered Mark Your Doom track. He's an adult move one time.
Oh, don't.
Because I've just been burning through Doom.
Well, here's what happens now.
Okay.
You guys appear in the offices of the Sentinel City, the Capitol building, kind of the mayor's sort of city hall, which Nixon is sort of occupying during his visit there. It's just an office, kind of overlooking the street.
Right.
And your back is to him. He's in his shirt sleeves. Maybe he's been drinking a little bit. Maybe saying some nasty things about the Jewish people.
Yeah.
While being recorded, of course. Yeah, just like looking out, and you just pop into existence behind him.
Right. May I monologue?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Yay. I had something ready.
Okay.
Mr. Nixon.
Ah!
Remember
What are
me?
you?
We talked about the Carpenters.
Yes, a wonderful band.
Yes. I hear that you've wanted to make a deal with my father.
Oh, it's mutually beneficial, I would say. I get peace with honor, law and order, all the things that this country needs.
Yes. Let me ask you something. Checkers. Remember we talked about Checkers?
Oh, yes, that lovely dog. All that Patton cared about.
See, back where I'm from, I have a library, and it has a great deal of knowledge that you humans don't understand yet.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what your dog really is?
Just a lovely Cocker Spaniel, right?
Your dog is a wolf. At one point, that beast was running free, taking prey, being a wild animal. Do you know what happened to the wolves?
I think some of them are still around out in the wilderness.
Some of them. And some of them humans took. And they bred together the docile ones. And they bred together the docile ones. And they bred together the docile ones. Until they were just dogs.
All
Little
right.
Checkers.
Okay. Now, what does this fucking story have to do with me?
What I'm saying to you, Mr. Nixon, is that my father has just the same intention to the human race. Only it will be done much more quickly. Now, do you think you're a wolf? Or do you think you're Checkers?
Ooh. That gives him some pause.
I'll go ahead and pierce the veil on him.
Oh, pierce the mask? Okay.
Pierce the mask, yes.
All right, let's you roll this one,
Pierce.
and we're going to go into kind of our closing scene here.
Okay, sorry. Oh, wow. That, I miserably failed. I
Okay,
just
well,
made a cool
you
speech.
do get some art potential. This is a very cool speech. So Nixon says, now, I know what you're going to say. You're going to want to try and stop me, but it's too late. The die has been cast. I think it's time for me to meet the infinite.
Or no.
You smash him through the window. The president flies out, but doesn't hit the ground. As he's flying out, he starts to change, and the whole world starts to change. The sky above you guys has gone red. A redness is seeping everywhere. And the citizens in the street, everybody outside, they're looking up at you, and their eyes are glowing red as well. They start opening their mouths. The president just kind of lying down below there. He's starting to shift a little bit too, but he manages to get up and scramble away and run. But now all these citizens in the street, as their eyes are glowing, you can see their faces starting to swirl. That match guy effect that Paragon had is affecting everybody. And you hear, spoken from hundreds of mouths, "Kids, I'm trying a new way into the world. I'll cut through you eventually, but I want a little appetizer. And all of Sentinel City is going to be my portal in." And that is where we're going to end, with the whole city being taken over by Paragon. I know, portals are bad. We're strongly anti-portal. No, actually, not your portal powers are really great narrative-wise, but Venus, you were right. There's something evil about these portals. They've infected everybody.
I wanted to directly engage that threat.
Oh, he's just he's kind of an elder statesman you punched out a window. You can take him out pretty easily. He's crept away, though, so we'll have to see if Tricky Dick can get through this one. In episode 5 of Generation Hero, Demon City. So, do we have time to go around and check?
Absolutely, go for it.
All right, so we'll start with Michael. This time, go around this way for the closing moves. I want to know, in this penultimate session, did you go closer to the team, grow into the image of yourself, or grow away from the team?
Let's see. I would say he grew into his own image of himself.
I would say so.
Simply because he wasn't really all that working with the team. Other than in attempting to save Venus, he just accepted his godliness, quote unquote.
Okay. So maybe Venus is the one who gets in. So Venus gets influence over you?
For the grow in an image of yourself, I
you move your
shift
own
one
labels.
label up and one down.
Right. Okay.
Which mundane will now go to -2.
Oh, dang. All right, Venus, how about you?
I think I grew closer to the team, but mostly to Cygnus, just because he's like actually competent, I guess. He actually like helped me do something, as in like
Help me level up.
so I guess I'll give him influence. But yeah.
All right, that makes sense. Let's have Furious Tiger. What do you think has happened to you during this little mission?
Sort of.
We can get back to you if you want to give it a think.
I think I want to say he grew into his own image.
All right, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. Sort of. The fact that he's been able to sort of, I guess, talk people down.
Sure,
from
and I mean
violence
saving Monarch
and
Merman, yeah,
saving-
connecting with Flair like that.
Yeah. So he's sort of, and he's been, and the fact that he was able to do it without too much violence.
That's true. Yeah, no great heroes were killed during this very hero versus hero episode.
Sorry, Eric.
Well, you guys, they're all alive, okay?
You guys all protected Eric from my character shaking him like a ragdoll, so.
Good point. Good points.
Or Monarch Merman in here. It's
That's true.
literally Eric.
Ignorance did okay. He did get mind control, but it happens to everybody. Nichivo, how is he feeling?
After meeting Mary Kamen, he feels like this could be something he's going to get into. So I'd say he grows more into the image of himself. Because I don't think there was much interaction with team, and I don't think I was really appalled by anything. I was loving the action and the stuff that people could do, because I call myself Nichivo, nothing. So like you guys are doing stuff, I'm just like, yes, watching it all go down. And then to like watch Mary Kamen like take my words and
Yeah,
Right
that's
with
true.
it.
You got to inspire a hero to be a hero.
So yeah, I say I feel good about myself doing something finally.
Oh, awesome. All right, so you're going into yourself. Strangela, what do you think?
So first of all, as a doomed character, I have to ask you, at the end of a session, did I make any progress on defeating Peregrine?
You know, yeah, you kind of did. Like, you
Yay.
figured out his way into the world. He's kind of in there now. He's
I know,
arrived.
but I get to mark potential. Well, he's not yet. He's turning everybody into a portal, so
Yes, he can still be stopped.
it's going to require a lot of fast action. I am going to say that she grew into her image of herself,
Okay.
because she's still quite attached to Cygnus. So I wouldn't say she grew away from the team.
Yeah.
But I don't feel like she grew closer to the team either.
Okay, that makes sense. I mean, she's turned into a wolf, turned back into the wolf.
Yeah. And I'm going to raise her savior by 1 and lower her mundane even more because just things are weird for her. She's not even remotely normal.
I would say not.
But she's about to try to save the world. And she got to make her cool puppy dog speech.
Oh, a very cool speech. Brave Blade, how about you?
Ultimately, I think he's moving away from the team a bit.
Okay.
He's seen, like, 2 offers from prominent villain organizations now.
It's true. It's Spider and the Hegemony both want this cool villain on their
So
side.
I'm starting to think maybe villainy was really where it's at. And I can be better at it now.
Oh man, is that where his story will end? Ooh. We will have to see in the next episode, the end of Battle for the Bronze.
Yeah.
So please tune in on Tuesday, episode 5 of Battle for the Bronze. Everybody here will be joining us.
Yes.
Dallas will hopefully make a return. Very cool to have a guest star at the finale.
Yes, I'd like
That'll
to.
be super cool.
It's been fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, awesome.
Thanks everyone for coming. So we do have a couple things I want to announce that we did get a new subscriber tonight. Want to make sure and give them a shout out for sure. I don't know what it is. If it's, I think it's Might Etwich, or it could be Mick Eatwich. I don't know.
Guy Mike H.
Phonetics are hard, okay?
Mike
Phonetics are
Etwich.
hard.
Yeah.
But also, at the very beginning of the show, one of our players / viewers realized that she had some table tokens and wanted to ask questions. So we got a question on the board, and I don't know where it's directed at, but it is, where have all the flowers gone?
No one was listening.
Oh, yeah, why don't you say the question one more time? It's a good one. Where have all the flowers gone?
Where have all the flowers gone?
That's a very good question.
Oh, man.
I'm gonna stroke my little beard
Yeah, it's a deep
that
one.
I trimmed off, so I can't really do it very well.
There never was any
But-
table.
There's a little thing there, you know.
I will say, Strange Wolf ate them, everyone.
And I will do my best if I can get that Croc theme song somewhere. Oh my god. Okay.
We can
But that
write-
was killing me.
Yeah, if someone wants to
So
write the theme song, I can write the lyrics
It
for
made
the,
me want to do this the whole time.
It's like the mid '60s American cartoon that he was pretty proud of.
So,
There's the 60s.
very enjoyable. Thank you so much for coming in and watching.
Where have all the flowers gone? It's a folk song.
So
Yeah,
thank you again.
yeah.
We will see you next week for the finale, and then we'll go on to even bigger, better things, and we'll do all that stuff. So, thanks for coming in. Make sure and pull up a chair and make time to tabletop, everyone. Yep. We will see you very, very soon. We're gonna raid playing board games because we're what are they playing? Call of Cthulhu is over there. So we're gonna put you guys over there.
See you next Tuesday.
Next Tuesday.